Hi guys, it's Sarah Davison here. I'm best known as the Divorce Coach, and I wanted to talk to you about International Families Day. Now I know, especially for a lot of my clients, that it's a tough time when you're going through a separation of any kind, and that there's a lot of emotions and also practical challenges that you face. Blended families is really a very common thing now. A lot of us have to cope with half brothers, half sisters, stepmums, stepdads, mum and dad have new girlfriends or boyfriends, managing potentially conflict with our parents or with our exes. And so I know, it comes to head on days like this when International Family Day marks something that is, maybe we don't have or we don't appear to have in our life right now. But I want to share with you a couple of tips to help you keep calm, keep sane, and to keep to keep managing the situation as best you can. So with blended families, I always find that there can be tension. So have a think before you get into a situation that could be acrimonious. Take a step back and think about, number one, what is best for the kids. That's my always motto: do the right thing and do the best thing for the kids, because it's the kids that get caught up in this. So not using the kids to pass messages backwards and forwards. Minimize the conflict. Choose your battles. Sometimes we get into battles over things that really are not worth it. They're not worth it. And if we take some time to take a step back, to take a deep breath, to really think about the impact that this is having, not just on our kids' lives, but also on our own. Sometimes it's a good idea to take a step back and take a deep breath. And by doing that, it de-intensifies the situation. Also with blended families, I find that if you're going to meet up with your ex, and maybe they do have a new partner, then you have to plan that before you go. If you know that's going to be difficult for you, then rehearse it in your mind a few times. So for example, if you've got to meet at a family function, then just in your mind's eye, just imagine it playing out like a mini movie, if you like, in your brain. So imagine you're at the cinema and you're seeing it on the big screen in front of you, and you walk in and your ex is there, and maybe with their new partner, and how do you feel? And I want you to imagine it going really, really well. Like seeing it going well, hear it going well, so practice out loud some of the things you'd say, and just feel how good it feels for it to go well. Because the thing is, your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. So if you rehearse this over and over in your brain, then the reality is when it actually happens, your brain will say, I remember this, and will kick into the coping strategy. It will know how it goes, and it will just dial down the intensity of the emotions for you and enable you to have a go-to plan. Now, obviously these things aren't foolproof, but I would say that if you really need extra help, then just be functionally friendly. This is a term that I have coined, which I find is a great way of dealing with your ex if there is conflict. Try and step into the part of you that just congruently remembers the good things about them, and keep it on a level where maybe you don't overshare information, you don't get into details, but you just keep it light, and maybe say some nice things like, oh, you look nice, or great to see you, or to the new girlfriend, or the new boyfriend, you could say, actually my kids really enjoy being there when you're there, and thanks for looking after them. I really appreciate that you've got their best interests at heart. Or just reassuring, because obviously it's difficult for them as well, and if you want this to go as well as possible, it's best just to dig deep. Quite often you can do it for a short space of time and then deal with it with your partner or some friends or family separately, because I know it can be tough. I've been there, I know how tough it can be. But I feel that doing the right thing and rising above it, and not bringing the kids into a conflict situation, not making the kids choose between which parent to talk to first, is really, really important. So I hope that's helped. I hope you find that interesting. Enjoy the next few days, and I always get really windy here. And I hope these tips have helped you if you do come into contact with your ex, or you are worried about being a family. Then even though your family may not be in its original form, there's a lot of single parent families out there now. There's a lot of blended families out there now. This is the new norm. So, you're not alone. There are lots of people in the same situation. And my motto is, a breakup is a great chance to redesign your life just the way you want to. So stop focusing on the negative, focus on the good things that are there, focus on the things you're grateful for, and that will make a massive difference. So happy International Families Day, and I hope these tips have helped. Take care, bye.